And you? Are you prepared? Today, the first Sunday of Advent, which gives way to the new liturgical year in the Holy Catholic Church, we hear in the Gospel according to St. Luke, chapter 21, verses 25 through 28 and 34 through 36, where Jesus Christ heeds a very important warning to his disciples, saying, "Beware that your hearts do not become drowsy from carousing and drunkenness and the anxieties of daily life, and that day catch you by surprise like a trap. For that day will assault everyone who lives on the face of the earth. Be vigilant at all times and pray." In the same way, today Jesus directs those same words no longer to the disciples of the first century, but rather to each of those whom today desire to follow him. As we draw closer and closer to the Christmas festivities, many will worry in ensuring that everything is prepared. In other words, that the Christmas tree is ready, the gifts wrapped and hidden, the invitations and preparations as to where we shall go and whose house we shall visit will nearly all be finalized. The irony, however, is that we have dedicated so much time in the preparations to the external festivities, that is to say, the festivities of the world and for the world. But one question remains for me to ask. In which moment have we provided ourselves the opportunity to prepare ourselves for the true meaning of that which we are celebrating? My beloved brothers and sisters, the word Advent means the coming of Christ. And yes, the Church recognizes that in part it is referring to the first coming, that which we are all aware of and have marked on our calendars. But more so than that coming, this time of Advent gives light and directs us to focus on the second coming of Christ. That is to say, in the moment in which he will come again to judge the living and the dead, and will hence separate the goats from the sheep. In the middle of all the noise of today, in which perhaps in these very moments you no longer know what to do because of all the added stress, the sadness, or the worries that in this time you may feel more profoundly than in others, listen to those very words of Jesus which tell us, not by means of a threat, but rather as a gift of hope, that indeed it is worth the continued struggle. And that although you may not know neither the time nor the place, the day will come in which Jesus will be before you. Are you prepared? If your response is no, then what are you waiting for? Become vigilant and truly prepare yourself in this day of a new year, and make the resolution in your life to prepare yourself not only during this time, but rather each day for that beautiful encounter you will have with him. Have hope. Do not grow weak. And remember, be vigilant and pray continually. But above all, be watchful and alert. Happy Liturgical New Year. May God continue to bless you always.